Coming up on It's a Wonderful Week.
We'll learn how to make this fun marble maze, hear a Torah thought and a nice story. We'll even get to tour a factory.
Happy to see you, thanks for joining once more. Let's get started, there's so much in store. Your valuable lessons, but mostly have fun. Bring your brother and sister, bring everyone. Travel together with all of our friends to faraway places and interesting lands. And now is the moment, the time has arrived. So hurry and join us, don't stay left behind. There's only one show that will make you craft and learn. Have your own turn, meet new people, win great prizes, laugh and play, brighten your day. You already know the name of the show, It's a Wonderful Week.
Welcome everybody to the first episode of It's a Wonderful Week. My name is Shmuley and I'm your host. We have a great show ahead of us. We have 2 great prizes that we're giving out during this episode, so stay tuned to find out how you can win. There's a lot to see, so let's get right to it. You'd be surprised that you can create a fun game with simple things you probably have lying around the house. You can make this marble maze in a few easy steps. Take a look.
Make it or bake it. Marble maze. For this project, you will need a shoebox cover, colorful duct tape, construction paper, jumbo straws, a marble, scissors, school glue and glue stick, pencil, and a ruler. If you don't have a shoebox cover, you can use any small empty box. Ask an adult to cut off the top of the box. Reattach the side of the box with duct tape. Now that you have everything you need, let the fun begin. Step 1. Measure the size of the box. Step 2. Use the glue stick to cover the bottom of the box with construction paper. Step 3. Cover the sides of the box with duct tape. Step 4. Cover the back of the box with construction paper. Here's your chance to get creative. Step 5. Cut the straws to different sizes. Step 6. Start gluing the straws down with school glue. As you're gluing down the straws, make sure that there's always enough room for the marble to pass through. Make some traps along the way to the finish line. Use your imagination to make a challenging and exciting maze. Step 7. After you're done gluing your maze, let it dry. Step 8. Enjoy playing with your new maze. Share it and challenge your family and friends. Have fun!
That was a fun project. I hope you enjoy making your own. We're almost ready for the story, but first we have to get
Up to date.
Did you ever go to a wedding in the middle of the desert? Who would make a wedding in a desert? Imagine you got an invitation to your friend's birthday party and you were all excited until you read that the party will be in the desert. Where would it be at? A wedding is a special occasion, so it takes place in a special hall that's fancy and beautiful. Over 3,000 years ago, a very special event took place. Hashem gave us the Torah. The funny thing is, Hashem chose to give us the Torah on a mountaintop in the middle of the desert. Why the desert? Here's why. The desert is a public place that's open to everyone. The Torah is a gift that's available to everyone. We each have an equal connection and we're all able to learn from it. Also, you have to be careful in the desert because there are snakes there. And you have to be careful in Golos because the snake, the Yetzer Hara, is there. The Torah was given in the desert where there is trouble, to teach you that in order to overcome the troubles of Golos and the Yetzer Hara, you need to be connected to the Torah. Got it? Great. Now you're up to date.
Thank you, Yosef Yitzchak, for preparing us for Shavuos. And now it's
Time to tune to the talented tale teller. The missing cow.
around 200 years ago, there lived a man, and his name was Rameir of Primishlan. And Rameir had one cow, and he would make a living by selling the cow's milk. Rameir lived in a very small and simple house. He wouldn't buy any fancy furniture or any fancy things. And he would save all the money that he could, and he would take this extra money, he would go to the store, and there he would buy some meat. And he would take this meat, and he would give it to all the poor people in his city, so they could have meat in honor of Shabbos. One Wednesday, Rameir was looking around the house, and he was trying to find some money so that he could go to the store and buy meat for the poor people to have for Shabbos. And he looked around the house, and he looked in the drawer, and he looked in his cabinet, and he looked in his pocket, and he couldn't find enough money to buy the meat. So he sat down by the table, and he started to think, what am I going to do? I don't have any money to buy the meat, and these poor people, they won't have any meat for Shabbos. Suddenly, he had an idea. Later on, in the middle of the night, when it was very, very dark, Rameir tiptoed out of his house, and he went to his barn where he had his one cow. And he took his cow, and he started walking through the streets, and he came to the house of the sheikhet of the town. He knocked on the door of the sheikhet, and the sheikhet opened the door, and he said, Rameir, what are you doing here? It's the middle of the night. Why do you have a cow here? It's a long story, but I need you to shecht this cow and prepare it for me. Okay, fine. And the sheikhet shechted the cow, and he prepared the meat, and he gave it to Rameir. And Rameir quickly took all the meat that he had, and he went around town to all the poor people, and he gave them meat for them to have for Shabbos. And he went back home, tiptoed back into his house, and he went to sleep. It was early the next morning, and Rameir's wife went out, as she usually did, to go and milk the cow. And she went out, and she couldn't find the cow anywhere. She looked behind the tree, she looked behind the house, and she couldn't find the cow. She didn't know what to do. Where did the cow go? She ran back to the house, all nervous, and she went to her husband Rameir, and she said, Rameir, where's the cow? I can't find the cow anywhere. And her husband Rameir said, don't worry, the cow was used for a mitzvah, and the cow is in a very, very good place. Rameir of Primishlan gave away everything he had to help others. You can at least share some of what you have to make someone else happy. Hey, by the way, that storyteller is talented. He looks very familiar too.
Incoming delivery!
Remember I told you that you could win prizes? You can win one of them by sending in a test on which your mark was 85 or higher, a drawing, or a picture of something you built. For example, do the Make It or Bake It project and send us a picture of your creation. Ask an adult to email the file to wonderfulweek@jmn.co. We will randomly select a winner from everyone who sent something in. To win the second prize, stay tuned until the end of the show for the question of the week. Shavuos is almost here. That's the holiday when we eat dairy foods. We got the chance to go inside a factory to see how popular dairy food is made.
Curious Camera. A look into how yogurt is made.
Welcome to Norman's Yogurt. My name is Mordechai Carey. I'm the plant manager here, and I would like to share with you a little bit behind the scenes of what goes on at Norman's. The main ingredient for yogurt, obviously, is milk. Our milk comes directly from the farm. You can't get it fresher. When we think of bacteria, we think of bad bacteria, but there are good bacteria also. Bacteria that the body needs. The good bacteria that's used to make yogurt is called yogurt culture. We put the culture inside the tank with the milk. After setting for a number of hours, the yogurt becomes thicker and gets its texture from these yogurt cultures. After the yogurt is cultured and it's ready, then we send it off to the filler. Here you're looking at a 4-nozzle filler. First the fruit is coming out, filling up on the bottom of the cup, and then you see the yogurt filling in on top of it. We have a very big selection of flavors. Right away, with no time, within a fraction of a second, the lid is put on top and it's sealed so that it stays fresh. After the cups are sealed, they come down a conveyor line. They get date stamped on top. It accumulates on a round accumulation table. The accumulation table gives the packers a chance to take the yogurts off the table and put them into a box. That has to be done very fast because the machine is continuously putting yogurts out onto the table, and if they don't pack them quickly, they will accumulate on the accumulation table and it'll be a big mess. The poppers line has different toppings that go with the yogurt. They put the poppers caps onto the yogurt. Once it's on the pallet, it gets taken over to the fridge where it's chilled down to a nice 40 degrees. It gets wrapped with stretch wrap. This is the plastic that you see going around the pallets. The reason why we wrap it is because otherwise if we put that unit onto a truck, as soon as the truck hits a little bump in the road, the yogurt is going to fall off the pallet and it's going to get a mess all over the truck. After the truck is loaded, they take it directly to the stores so that you can buy fresh Norman's yogurt.
Special thanks to Norman's. To be featured on Curious Camera, email cc@jmn.co.
Wow, that looks delicious. I'm gonna go have some yogurt. Oops, I almost forgot. Before I go, it's time for the
Question of the week. How many times a year do we read the Aseret HaDibros from the Sefer Torah? Enter for your chance to win a great prize. Send answer to wonderfulweek@jmn.co.
Thank you for joining us. I hope you had a great time. It's been a wonderful week so far. Enjoy the rest of it. Have a great Shabbos and a happy Shavuos. See you next week.
Coming up on It's a Wonderful Week.
We'll hear a story and a Torah thought, find out the winners of last week's prizes, and learn how to make this pizza cookie. We'll also get to meet Dr. Schnitzel from the Wacky Science Show.